Hello and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to recreate the background from this example. Okay, this will be super simple, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm under Google Images and I typed side scroller, games, zombies. Okay, and if you scroll down you can find this picture, which I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste it into the Adobe Photoshop. All right, and yeah, since we don't want this for commercial purposes and we simply want to learn how to do this kind of graphics, it's okay, and it's for your own personal use. And that was my cheesy disclaimer, so let's begin the process. Let's begin by creating a new layer, and I'm going to press I to select the background color. I'm going to press G to fill this layer. I'm going to hit I again, and I'm going to select the color of the mountains. Now you could use vectors if you wanted to get a more smooth line for this, but yeah, for the sake of this example I'm just going to do it with the lasso tool. I'm holding a shift and I'm pressing backspace to fill the color, but I think I need to select the right layer. So there is the mountains. Okay, let's create these trees. Maybe I should make them a little darker, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit just to kind of like get the shape. Now you don't have to make these trees exactly like they are on this picture. You can make your own shapes. Just trying to make something that looks creepy. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. Hold shift, backspace, enter, and that looks not too bad. Let me just make another copy here somewhere, and I'm going to right click on this and transform selection, flip it horizontally, so get a little bit of variation. Okay, so we get two trees. All right, so let's make the fence. I'm going to hit Z to zoom, and I'm going to select my polygonal lasso tool, and this will be super simple. Make them super pointy, and let's make a new layer. Let's call it fence. Let me just turn off the layer for now. Fill this one. This one here is a little twisted. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Oh, I think I'm on the right layer. Let's do this one here. Now you don't have to do it identical. You can sort of like copy the idea how this is constructed. Let me put one bar across here, all the ways to, let's see, over here, I guess. I can probably just bring this down to the same thing, and it looks like we got a bar there going across, but we are going to worry about that later. So let me just copy this. I'm going to select this tree here, Control E to merge them all together. merge these two, Control E. Same thing. Oops. So there is our fence. Let's select the same color. And let's create a base for this. Alright. I'm going to double click on this and I'm going to go to bevel and emboss. And you can kind of see that kind of works already. Let me turn global lighting off. And the moon is over here, so we want our light to be somewhere around here. Let's see. That looks not too bad there, so I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, so let's make the floor. I'm going to create a new layer. And let's select all this area here. I'm going to select my color picker and let's press shift, backspace and enter. And let me grab the value for the lighter green. Now I'm just going to create small circles with my ellipse tool. I guess I can make the ones closer a bit bigger. Oops. And the ones that are a bit more farther away, we can make them smaller. Now if you take your time with this, you could probably do a better job. I'm just doing this in a rush. Oops. It's just a matter of a linear perspective where larger objects appear to be closer. Okay. Okay, so let's make the headstones. Going to zoom in here, and I guess we should create a new layer first. Let's select the purple areas. I'm going to select the color, fill it. You hold shift and backspace to fill out the color. See, and here I'm going to have to judge it by the just eyeball it, and this part too. Oops, this one seems to be a little darker. Okay, so let me make it a bit darker. Select this one too, and this here has some sort of like brown line here. I guess it's a shadow. I'm going to create another layer and I'm going to place it below this one. Okay, and I'm going to select the color and pretty much do the same thing. Just I'm going to fill out most of the areas that are not filled out yet, like the back. Actually, I can probably just take the whole shape of this like so. And fill it out. and you can see that this area here is a little darker. So I'm going to fill it out with a darker color. Just make it darker. Okay. Now we need a shadow for this, so let's create a shadow. I guess I should make a new layer first. And you just kind of have to judge where the shadow will be. Going to make this really dark green. Okay, and I'm going to drop the opacity of this to somewhere around there. I'm going to merge these three layers together. Okay, so I can place this anywhere I want. I'm going to create copies of this. Place a few of those. Right, so let's make the round ones. I'm going to create another layer, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'm simply going to trace the purple. Yeah, select the purple color. Oops. And I guess you can do the same thing for this. Now if you take your time, you can probably do this a lot better, or you could also trace this on a vector program like Inkscape or Adobe Illustrator, and it will probably look a lot better. Bring this layer below this one so I can fill out this shape. Alright, let's select the color. And that is not terrible. Let's merge these two together, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to select the green, make it super dark, and I'm going to create a new layer. Place it below this one, and let's create a shadow. I don't know if that shadow is a little too big. I guess I could make it a little smaller. Transform selection. And that seems a little better. Okay, so let me fill out the color and bring down the opacity. Okay, and that is not too bad. Place one over here, one over here. Let me just delete one of these. Okay, so let's create the moon. I'm going to select that color. Let's make a new layer. And yeah, let's create a round object like so. And let's make this green spots on the moon. Okay, and I'm not gonna use any vector objects right now for this. I'm simply going to use my ellipse tool to create the bubbles. Oops, that's in the same layer. Let me just make another layer here. Flip them horizontally. Another layer. One over here. Another layer. And some of this you can actually just copy and paste in different places. All right. I'm going to copy this one. Oops. Just make this smaller. All right. I'm going to select this here, and I'm going to hold Alt, and let's make a new layer. And this seems to be some sort of green. Okay, so I'm going to select that, and I'm going to fill that color. Okay, and that's starting to look a lot like this moon. I'm going to double click on the moon, and let's give it a stroke, something around the same color. Let's make this 2. I think it's 3, maybe 4. I think 3 is fine actually. So let's leave it like that. And I'm happy with this, so I'm going to merge all this together. Let's select this here, and let's place another bubble around the moon. If you hold shift, you can make a perfect circle. I'm going to sample this color as well, and I'm going to create another layer. Okay, that looks not too bad. Let's merge these two together. Let me see what this looks like so far. I'm going to take all these layers and bring them all the way to the back. All right. We just need some sort of glow here to finish this off. And it seems to be some sort of pink. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's do that. I suppose we could use a gradient, a radial gradient. Let's make a new layer. And that is not entirely terrible. Okay. One thing we can do is create another tree here in this area. And I'm just making this super quick, just to save time. All right, maybe a little lower here. Let me bring down the saturation of this. And that's not too bad there. Alright, so in here is our finished background. It's not entirely horrible, and I guess if you take your time, you can probably make something better. And yeah, thanks for watching.